Hello everybody and welcome back to another SMT5 Demonless video. Today we are taking on Lahmu. This fight can get pretty annoying. It has two different phases to it, so it really starts to drag out, especially with this first phase being really just tiresome. Basically the main premise of this first phase is you have to take down all of his tentacles, which he has 6 of. But every time he uses this move called Babylon's Curse, he fully heals every single one of them. So you pretty much want to make sure every time he uses that move, you target one tentacle and hopefully take out that one tentacle after that. Although another annoying thing about the Babylon's Curse move is that it can give you the mud status effect, which basically just halts you in place for like however many turns. So basically, to be able to get past this phase, you need to have all your damage boosting things ready, such as your Magatui critical, your concentrate, and he has to use Babylon's Curse and not give you the status effect, so then you can go and actually get 1 out of the 6 tentacles. So as you can see, this gets pretty tedious, and it's going to take a while. This is probably going to be one of my longest videos so far, I'm guessing. Because usually my runs before this have taken up to about like half an hour. I got to the second phase a bit ago, but I missed an attack, so that's the way it goes. Yep, he uses Babylon's Curse again, but gets the mud status effect again. A good thing about status effects in this game is the more you use them, the less likely they are to hit. So mud status effect should really stop hitting as much the later on in the fight that it goes. So yeah, if you get out of mud early, you pretty much don't have a chance to get rid of a tentacle, unless you really up your magic attack a lot. So you pretty much just want to guard and wait until he uses Babylon's Curse again, and you can get lucky. So yeah, that's pretty much what this first phase is. Pretty much just keep going around until you can finally attack the tentacles. Sorry if this video drags a bit, because obviously as you can see it's probably going to take a bit. But here we go, finally he didn't get the status effect, so we're going to be able to attack 1 of the 6 tentacles. Yeah, this fight gets really tedious after a while. Anyway, yep, so just use your concentrated Magatui skills to use some force and light gems to be able to take down the tentacle to low health, and then on the next turns you can just start using shards to finish it off. I'm pretty sure he usually uses Babylon's Curse once every 3 turns after you start attacking him, so you want to be careful about realizing how long it takes to actually do what you want to do and finish off a tentacle. It's like I'm going to have to use probably my next turn to finish it off, and then he's probably going to use Babylon's Curse to turn after that. So yeah. The essence I'm using right now, well, the affinities I've got from it is the poltergeist essence, because it nulls electric attacks, and it also nulls the panic status, I think that's what it's called, which is really useful for the second phase of the fight. I also have the abilities to resist dark and bufu, because as you see those are some of the main attacks he's using. So those are pretty useful for this fight. Okay. So any spare turns you get, you pretty much want to be using either concentrate or guarding. You always want to get a concentrate and Magatui critical up before you can start attacking one of the tentacles, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to have enough damage to get it if you don't have those. Anyway, he used Babylon's Curse, but I got the status effect again. So I just got to keep waiting. just like the whole cycle of this fight, you've just got to keep waiting and hoping you can actually attack him next turn. So yeah, this can get quite annoying. I'd say the second phase of the fight is a bit more fun. You can actually like attack him every turn you want to, and he starts using a lot stronger attacks. So yeah, you pretty much just have to wait this phase out until you can eventually get to the second one, and that's really where you actually have the chance of dying. So yeah, just make sure you're at close to full health for when he uses Babylon Curse. Here we go. Okay, now we can attack another one of the tentacles. And we'll still only be a third of the way there, even if we do get this one. Okay, here we go. More force gems. Yep, light gem. I would have preferred to come to this fight with probably max force gems and a few more light gems, but you can't really get them at the shop yet, so you pretty much have to hope that you can get some off Amanazako's pickup spots, or just in chests or somewhere. I know right before this fight there's a place where it gives you a bunch of force shards, so those can be pretty useful if you need some before the fight. But again, for the shards you can just buy them at shops regularly, so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, the second tentacle should go down next turn, and we're slowly on track to getting towards the end of this phase. Still not even halfway there yet, but we'll get there eventually. Patience is key, as they say. I hope. So yeah. Elec is pretty good for this phase of the fight, because it seems like Zionga is one of the main skills that he uses. Although he starts using his Zeo skills a lot less in the second phase, so maybe something like Ice Null or Dark Null could also work a lot better. Okay, he used Babylon's Curse and I didn't get the Mud status effect, but I don't have my Megatsui gauge up yet, so it doesn't really matter, because I'm probably not going to get enough damage to finish this. So I just gotta wait for another phase to go by until we can attack again. Okay, yep, just keep guarding. Megatsui Wellspring is a pretty good glory skill to get for this, because you'll be regaining MP and HP every turn you have max Megatsui. It's useful when you're just waiting to finally take your turn. Jeez, come on Lahmu, you've already had so many turns, let us have one. Okay. There we go. Another Babylon's Curse. So, as always, Megatuki Critical, I probably butcher that name every time I say it, and then use a concentrated Force Gem. Yep. We're about to be halfway there for the first phase of this fight, which, yeah, that does sound quite annoying, doesn't it? Having to take like half an hour for one boss fight. But that's the way it goes, I guess. As long as I'm actually able to pull off this accomplishment of not using any demons, I'm gonna be pretty happy, I guess. So yep, just keep going by the turns as they come. And we are halfway there, finally. So yeah, just keep going, getting that concentrate off, guarding as often as you can, and healing if you need to. Guarding isn't that good in this game, to be honest. It doesn't really stop that much damage. It's only really useful for stopping damage that you're weak to, or like the critical hits or something whenever the enemy uses their Megatsui turn. But yeah, it reduces some damage, so it's useful. Again, used Babylon's Curse, but my Megatsui gauge isn't ready, so just gotta wait for another cycle. As I said, it's a tedious fight, but you just need to get through it. And eventually you'll be able to get to the second phase, which is a bit more fun, in my opinion. More difficult, but at least you get to do stuff. Unlike here, you're just waiting. This is probably my least favourite boss so far. Not because it's easy or anything, just the stalling you have to do for all of this. Well, there we go. We get to have another turn. Thank you, Mr. Lahmu. So nice of you to finally let me play the game. Okay, Force Gem. Into a Light Gem. You guys know how it's been going so far. And one more Force Shard and 2 more Light Shards should be able to take that out, as I've been doing previously. But yeah, just gotta keep doing this stuff and eventually we'll get there. I guess this does teach you like a lot of patience and that, but like I really prefer the boss fights where I actually get to do stuff. Those are more fun in my opinion. The next few boss fights are pretty fun. I forgot what the next guy's name is, the rip-off Rido guy. He's pretty fun. Seth, he's pretty fun just because he's so easy. Yeah, yeah, you really just have to get Nullfire for that guy. I'll probably get that video out quite quick because it's probably the second easiest boss fight after Newer so far. I don't know if you saw my other time I mentioned it, but I'm actually quite a lot further in this run. I'm just going back and doing the boss fights as I have the opportunity to, because I don't really have that much time to actually record videos. So yeah, in my actual playthrough right where I am right now, I just beat the Demon King guy. I forgot what his name is. The big blue dude. Looks like he's straight out of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Okay. So yeah, as we're going, just keep going as we've always been going, and we'll get there. We've only got 2 more tentacles left. He should be using Babylon's Curse pretty soon, hopefully. So we'll finally be able to get there after this long journey of the first phase for this fight. Here's the next one. Technically there'll also have to be like a 7th tentacle, I guess, because you have to hit his face after you've got rid of all the tentacles as well, which can be quite annoying if you run out of resources before doing so, because yeah, his face is actually pretty weak if I remember, but it's just another annoying thing stuck in your way. I'm not sure if he actually heals his face from Babylon's Curse, but I'm not going to risk it because I can't be bothered to spend more time doing this. So yeah, more Force Shards and Light Charge should be doing it. Next turn we'll get the 5th tentacle, and we're almost there. We're almost to the fun part. The fun part where we actually risk dying slightly. It's okay though, at least I'll actually be able to play the video game. Okay, concentrate again. The cycle continues. Yeah, it's really useful to either resist or null skills here, because they can be doing a lot of damage if you don't resist them. Because like I think resist is half damage, so they'd be doing like 70 to 80 damage per hit, which would basically mean you have to heal every turn. I don't know if there might be a better essence to use for this, but I just kind of used the first one I saw, which nulled one of his attacks, and got kind of lucky that it nulls the status effect he uses in the second phase. I just kind of looked right into that one, I didn't even check it. So yeah, if you guys want to start like making your own strategies, like make these fights even easier, maybe do them at a lower level, that would be cool. Maybe show them to me in that. But for now, I'm gonna stick with what I know, which is waiting until I can actually do stuff. It's gonna be really annoying if I like look back through this video and I just missed one of the times where he used Babylon's Curse or something. Yeah, that would be annoying. But here we go. This should be finally attacking the last tentacle. And then he gotta hit his face. Okay. Force gem into light gem. Well, no. Well, looks like we're going for another cycle. Yay. Hey, at least we got the misses out of the way now and not in the second phase where like they actually matter. Because if you miss an attack in the second phase, you're pretty much dead. Because he puts out a lot more damage there. So yeah, hopefully we got our bad luck out of the way now. So just gonna set it up again, do another concentrate, wait for Magatsui to fill up as always, and eventually together we will get there. It's also pretty good to have a high amount of MP going into the second phase, because I'll be using Aguilau a lot to do most of the damage, because the second phase is actually weak to fire instead of force and light. So that's what you want to be using then. Alright, my Magatsui is charged and ready for whenever he wants to use Babylon's Curse, hopefully soon. I'll just use a medicine to make sure I'm close to full health here. Hopefully he'll be using it next turn. Get this over as quick as possible. Yeah, just keep using a... Is it a lifestone healing for more now? I think it is. Yeah, slightly more. More than medicine, that is. Okay, still not using Babylon's Curse. Playing hard to get. I get it. Okay. Just keep making sure you're at close to full health. Don't want to be low health going into second phase. That could be quite annoying. And here we go. I don't even know why I'm happy yet. I'm only going to be beating the last tentacle. I still need to hit face after this. Okay. This time I won't miss. Yeah. And keep going how we know it's been going. Okay. Null elec is a real godsend for this fight. Makes him waste a lot of his turns. Okay, 4 shards. And double light shards. The reason I've been doing it like this in fight is, I don't know if this is placebo or some other trick or something, but I'm pretty sure my force attacks are doing more damage with shards and gems and that. I don't know if it's because I have a higher profanity level with like the glory and that, or what, but from what I've seen, my force ones seem to be doing a bit more damage. That could just be me not knowing what I'm on about, but that's what I've seen, and I'll trust my own eyes. Okay, here we go. All of his tentacles are down. We just need to wait one more time to actually be able to kill the main guy, and we can move on to the second phase. We probably don't even have to wait for him to use Babylon's Curse this time, because his face is a lot weaker than his tentacles. I can probably just attack now with my force gems, to be honest. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, see, his face is a lot weaker. Then I'll have my Magatsuki and a lot of MP ready for next turn. Well, next phase. Oh, he really didn't die from that? That's annoying. I'll probably have to use a diorama before I kill him this turn to make sure I'm at high health for the next phase. Okay, here we go. Full health. Yeah, resist these attacks or null them completely. That's nice. And one more force shard should finish this phase. Finally guys, we are halfway to beating this fight. Only now do we get to the proper fight, the actual difficult bit. So here we go. Let's get through some dialogue. Whoa, he's transforming into his true form. A giant worm. Okay, here we go. The difficult part. You want to be using fire attacks this time, as I stated earlier. He has basically the same attacks he has before, just stronger, and his almighty attack this time lowers your accuracy, which can be really bad because, yeah, you don't want to miss. And then Tentarafu, as I said before, I block that with my poltergeist essence, which is pretty nice. Okay, since I had my Magatsuki ready from last phase, I can use it now in combination with a couple Aguilars, seeing as I'm pretty high health. This guy doesn't have that higher health pool, but still it's high enough to risk missing at some point. It might be useful even using, I forgot what they're called, but like, is it like a dispel tag or something to get rid of your lowered accuracy if it goes down to -2. So yeah, he used his Magatsuki skill there, but that means he's going to be using an electric attack, which I know electric, so that doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'll just heal up here, make sure we're at full health past that attack. And then I'll probably just use an Aguilar into a concentrate here. Okay, I actually probably don't even need to concentrate, because if you guys didn't know, concentrate actually isn't even that good in this game. It only does like slightly higher than 2 times 1 normal attack, which isn't really worth it for 2 MP higher cost. So yeah, my lowered accuracy just went away, which is good, I guess. I really don't want to be missing here. So yeah, keep using Aguilars. I'll probably have to heal here, pretty low health. The only times you really do want to be using concentrate is for when you're preparing for a Magatsuki turn, because then the damage gets multiplied even further, so it's more useful then. Although if you're not able to get concentrate off before Megatsui turn, sometimes it's just worth using it without concentrate, because you don't want it, unless you want to keep it for the Megatsui Wellspring boost, you don't want to just keep it sitting there for no reason. So yeah, here we go. I think I have high enough health to concentrate now, so I can make use of the Megatsui boost next turn. I'll probably only get one attack off, and then I'll have to heal after that, but the boost I'll get for the first attack will definitely be worth it, I think. I also use the, as it's seen a lot throughout this run, the restore skill, which basically means every time I hit a weak or critical attack I regain 10 MP, which is really useful for just getting MP back, as you can use gems and that stuff to just regain MP without using any actual attacks or anything. So that's just like a free 10 MP back every time you use a gem that the enemy's weak to. So that's been a really useful in this run so far. I've pretty much been using it in every boss since I got it, because it's just that useful. So yeah, just keep using Aguilar. I think, seeing as I did say that, I'll start using some fire gems now to get some MP back, just in case I start running out. Yeah, I think the fire gem's doing slightly more, but I don't know. I can't really tell. Okay, here we go. He's going for another Megatsui attack, but we'll completely block that, seeing as we have elec null. So just want to keep attacking and healing up after that. He's getting pretty low. He's almost in the red, I think. Good for us. I don't know how long this recording's been going on for, but I can pretty much guarantee it's longer than any of the ones I've done so far, or will do for a long time, I think. I don't remember if there are any other bosses with such big second phases like this. There might be, but I can't remember. Maybe some like really late game ones. Maybe. Anyway, he's in red health now. He's getting close. Soon we'll actually be able to end the suffering that this fight has been. I swear, if we miss an attack right now due to lowered accuracy and get like comboed next turn, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, just keep going with the Aguilars. Fire gems if you need. Yeah, just to be safe, I'm gonna keep healing. I really don't want to get just absolutely comboed or crit with a normal attack or something. So yeah, just being safe. Safe strats are very welcome here. Okay, just gonna use a fire gem to keep MP high. Probably don't really need to at the end of this fight, but it's just being safe really. And just continuing with safe strats of just healing. Never anything bad with just healing if you're able to. You don't need to be putting out the maximum amount of damage possible. The main thing is staying alive. As I said, he crits a normal attack here. If I didn't heal, I might have been dead right there. Very possible. Anyway, yeah, continue with the Aguilar. Into diorama. Probably 2 or 3 more attacks and he'll be down. Come on, don't miss an attack. I've already been burnt by that so many times before. I've done this fight 2 times previously where I've got this phase and I've just missed an attack. That's why I've been so worried about it this whole time, I think. Anyway, yep, keep attacking. I don't trust that I'll be able to kill it with an extra attack right now, so just keep healing. And next turn, we might finally be there, guys. Finally end our pain, which is the Lahmu fight. This fight is probably really annoying for just a lot of runs so far, I'm guessing. Although it's really annoying for this run, personally, because you just don't have that much damage output. Yeah, I don't trust myself to kill with that attack, so just Safe strats, keep healing, and we'll be fine. Hey, he's the one that misses. The role reversal has been played. The 10s have tabled, and Lahmu is dead. We've finally beaten him. Now, I'll probably try to skip through some dialogue and cutscenes real quick here, so I can show you guys that this is done on hard difficulty. Just needs to be done, so I have proof. Okay. If you don't like spoilers, then click off now, although I don't know why you'd be still watching this if you didn't want to get spoiled about a boss fight. Tell them the truth, I guess. I don't know if that choice really matters in the long run. I don't know. I told them the truth in my original playthrough. Alright, here we go. System, options, hard difficulty. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. This has been SMT5 Demonless Lahmu boss fight. Have a good day everyone.